So if you want to go ahead and work on uh, printing now, we've already packaged our InDesign booklet. It's all ready to go. But we want to go ahead and print that now. And so you can open up like your IDML file or the original or the InDesign file and just open it up. And if we want to print on the SPU printers, unfortunately you can't just print from InDesign and have it show up as a and have it show up on both sides. Like, it just doesn't give you the options for that with the Seattle Pacific University MFP printers. It's stupid. I don't know why it's the way it is, but it just is. So if you're going to print this, you can print straight out of InDesign. It's just only going to let you do that on a single, like one side of the paper at a time. So again, and we want to get our spreads to print, right? These images here that are kind of facing each other. So, you know, this is my front of my cover. This is the back cover. And then I want to print the spreads here, right? So you can actually do that straight out of InDesign. It's only going to kick it out on one-sided, and then you'll have to cut that out and figure out a way to create a good book that looks good, even though you're going to have the backs of these of your pages will be blank. But if you want to do that, you can go up here to File, Print. It's really simple. And you're going to get, your images will probably look a little different than this, but you want to make sure you select Secure Print. You want to do this from one of the lab computers, probably, not from doing it through WebPrint or something like that. You want to be logged into a lab computer. And there are a lot of options here, but if you see, you can select all the pages or you can click Spreads, right? And so Spreads is going to give us both those pages all at the same time, like kind of the facing pages, right? And if you go in here, you can also select like the setup here, which would be, you know, do you want it centered? Do you not want it centered? These would be things you'd have to play around with a little bit. Make sure you have your selection as landscape and not as portrait, right? So that this ends up down here. You can select your marks and bleeds, so we can do our crop marks there. You can do output. Could be, you know, check the CMYK box or any of these things if you want to. There's all these different options that you can look for. But if you go ahead and do that and you click print, it'll kick it out to the printer and it'll walk you through the steps to ask you, you know, to pay for it and everything. But that'll print out the spreads for you. Your front cover and your back cover are going to be messed up a little bit, but it'll give you the spreads that you might be looking for. So that's a simple way to do this. Again, I'm going to do another couple videos about other different methods that you can use to print this stuff. And that'll be a little bit better, like front to back and everything. But this is just the most straightforward printing out of InDesign from your InDesign file on one of the MFP printers.